There are so many ways that we can treat the earth well, especially through reducing our carbon footprint and recycling. Countless boxes and bottles and cans are transformed into other products that we see in our everyday lives. Millions of waste tires can also be transformed into safe, productive uses.
In California, the problem with recycling tires is once a waste, always a waste. And we see such tremendous opportunities on the forefront to use these tires for rubberized asphalt concrete and tire-derived aggregate.
Over 40 million tires are discarded and replaced each year in California alone. Most are reused in a variety of ways, from retreading truck tires to asphalt roadway additives. Millions still end up in landfills or abandoned in remote areas. These waste tires are a threat to the health and safety of our citizens, creating vector hazards and potential health risks if burned. Tire-derived aggregate, better known as TDA, is a major reuse for these waste tires.
By using the TDAs, we've been able to solve an engineering problem and also save taxpayers' dollars because it was a less costly solution to the engineering problem that we have. I think it's also a huge advantage for Caltrans, and we're very excited in moving forward and using TDA material in the future because it's always good to use used up tires before they go to the landfill.
Many of these waste tires can be put to a safe, cost-effective use by simply converting them to TDA.
Tire-derived aggregate is made by running waste tires through a tire shredder. The material goes through the shredder, is then run across a classifier, where the pieces that meet spec drop through and are loaded into a truck. The material that is too large is recirculated back into the tire shredder until it meets the spec between 6 and 12 inches in size.
Today, mountains of TDA are loaded onto large trucks for delivery to many construction sites throughout California. TDA has a variety of uses that are a very effective substitute to traditional gravel and lightweight fill. Dr. Dana Humphrey has been researching TDA since 1993 and is the leading national expert on the material.
Tire-derived aggregate in roadway can be used as lightweight fill for embankments built on weak, soft ground. This could be for a landslide. It could be through a wet area. We take and use it as a drainage layer beneath roads. And when we're someplace where it's cold, we can take it, use it as an insulating layer to limit the depth of frost penetration. Next to the roadway, many times we have to build retaining walls, and we can use tire-derived aggregate as lightweight backfill for retaining walls.
TDA can also be used in landfill gas and leachate systems to help control moisture and landfill gas issues.
When we use tire-derived aggregate in landfills, primarily we're taking advantage of its high permeability. We can take and use it at the bottom of the landfill as part of the leachate collection and removal system. We can use it as part of a leachate recirculation system in the waste itself. We can use it as the aggregate around gas extraction systems, and then finally we can use it as part of our cap. So what we're doing is we're taking and using the tire-derived aggregate in place of conventional processed gravel.
TDA has been used successfully to dampen vibration on light rail systems.
The vibrations go through the ground and reemerge as noise in the homes and businesses adjacent to the track. By taking and putting in just 12 inches of tire-derived aggregate, we're taking and basically cutting off that path for the vibrations. And this is a very big deal for the people that live next to the tracks because, especially on a commuter rail line, you can have trains go by every 15 minutes, and it can be quite annoying.
The TDA solution is both cost-effective and helps to promote a cleaner environment. CalRecycle, a state agency, manages a waste tire program combining research, education, and market development to help promote TDA as a solution to civil engineering problems.
CalRecycle provides opportunities to promote and market tire-derived aggregate. We work directly with local governments to assist them in looking for grants to utilize tire-derived aggregate. And then we go one step further. we provide the engineering support during the project to make sure that this is a positive experience for them in the end.
Getting contractors and municipalities on board is essential to a successful TDA project. They need to understand the performance and cost benefits and how TDA is used in a particular civil engineering application.
Tire drive aggregate has been difficult to get accepted into the engineering community up until the last couple of years. Up until now, civil engineers have been dealing with conventional lightweight aggregates, and they felt comfortable with that. There were some unknowns using this new material, and so there was a reluctance to use something that was new. Recently, we've had numerous projects that have been very successful, been cost-effective, and engineers are now understanding that this is just another material that can be used to solve their problems.
What I'd really recommend is before a contractor does their first project with TDA is to sit down with an engineer who's worked with the material before and just go through the basics of how to work with this material. Because what we want to have is we want to have the contractors have a successful experience, because if they have a successful experience, the owners and engineers are going to be happy and they'll continue to use the material.